Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. So today's video is the eyeshadow palette tag 2022, and this is from Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. She created this tag or cobbled it together or whatever you want to say. And so I saw her do it. And I was like, yes, that looks like so much fun. I really like tag videos. It is kind of like cheating, it's somebody else's idea, but I really think it's so fun to hear what different people think about kind of the same subjects. I think it's very cool. So if you want to see what I answered for the 10 questions, stick around, we're going to get into it. Let me just say real quick, if you're not already subscribed, now is a great time to do that. I upload several videos a week, and if you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video, and then you can choose to watch it or not. Totally up to you, no pressure. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Here comes Kat. There is nothing you need that I can give you. You are all set with everything. Once you get up in the window and look out at the gray, snowy yuck. Okay, so the first question is, what was the most innovative release of the year? And I gotta say, I think it's the Palette from Ace Beauté. A lot of people play eyeshadow palette bingo, which I really like and should do more. And they kind of took that and ran with it, and I think it's so fun. I don't still have mine because I wanted to give it to the grandbabies. I thought they would have a lot of fun with it. But it was super interesting and kind of helped you get a new perspective on makeups if you were looking for that. I think it was great. The next question is, what palette surprised you the most? And for me, it's gotta be the Find the Rainbows palette from Gloss Gods. I mean, I knew it was gonna be beautiful. There was no doubt. And as I dug into that palette, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy cool. I mean, if you watch the video, I ended up smearing those eyeshadows on my face. I could not get over how multi-chrome and reflective and brilliant the eyeshadows were. So yeah, definitely Find the Rainbows from Gloss Gods. The next question is, palette you regret buying. And I don't typically have those, and this only qualifies slightly. It's the BH Cosmetics mini travel palettes. They were the quads that they released, and I bought them to see if they compared to the original travel palettes. They don't, in my opinion, and I'm not going to reach for them. I even have decluttered a couple already to my nieces, so I sort of regret buying them in that I won't use them, but I'm glad to know the information about the formula. Does that make sense? The next one is best eyeshadow palette collab this year, and I gotta go with Angie and Odin's Eye. I'm a huge fan of Angie. I think she's fabulous. She has no idea I exist, but I love everything about her channel. I don't know, she strikes me as being very honest and very real, and I like that she does colorful makeup and that she's not older, but she's she's pushing 40, and so that puts her more in my age bracket, and she still wears clown makeup. And I really like that because most of the time I really like wearing clown makeup. Today, not so much, but I do like this look. So yeah, I think it was the Angelica Nyquist and Odin's Eye Hella palette. Next, we have the worst collab of the year, and I think that's got to go to e.l.f. and Dunkin' Donuts. I picked up the lip scrub from that because I really like the e.l.f. lip exfoliator, and I thought, hey, a coffee flavored one. But everything else in that collab it just struck me as odd and not great, especially that donut sponge. What does one do with that? I mean, how weird. They really could have done something amazing with a collab like that, I think. Instead, I feel like they just called it in, psh, whatever. Seems like kind of a waste, but I wasn't consulted, so I don't know. And the next one is the best seasonal release of the year. Hands down, no questions asked. It is the Odin's Eye Merry Christmas palette. fantastic palette. I really, really, really like Odin's Eye so much. Again, thank you, Angelica Nyquist, for learning me about Odin's Eye. I love that palette. I think it is fantastic, and it's what's on my eyes today. The next question is the palette that's still on your mind, and this one is Odin's Eye again. It's the Christmas Eve palette. I didn't get it. These palettes are not particularly affordable, and sometimes a girl can't just order everything she wants. I was like, all right, I'll get the Merry Christmas palette, and I won't get the Christmas Eve. Some of the shades in there look like they would be similar-ish to one of my Nomad palettes. So I was like, you know, I'm pretty sure I can get similar-ish looks if I wanted to. But I can't stop thinking about it. And they did a restock and it sold out like immediately. So never gonna get it, but I definitely think about it quite often. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but sometimes that's just how it goes. The next question is, what are you hoping to see next year? I just, in general, want to see more fun makeup stuffs. Obviously, it goes without saying, more inclusion. Hourglass, we're looking at you. And maybe smaller pan sizes. I'd really like to see smaller pan sizes. I think most of us have enough makeup that we aren't panning a giant highlighter or a giant blush. And for those of us who have large makeup collections, we're never going to get through that stuff. And I think it'd be nice to see more mini size things become like the norm. I have a mini glowish blush and I have a mini glowish bronzer, and I have the full size bronzer. Well, the blush might be full size. Hold on, I think the blush is full size, but the bronzer is mini. And I think they should all come like that. Like, just make smaller packaging, smaller products with less in it, and make them a bit more affordable. Because then even when it's more expensive, it's available to more people because it's not in a huge, it's not a huge amount. That was a really hard, winding way to get to smaller makeups. The next question is, what don't you want to see more of next year? ColourPop. It's all I could think, ColourPop. I'm so sick of seeing ColourPop. I don't really buy from ColourPop. I think they have a complete disregard for everything. They make so much makeup. They have so many new releases. They are pushing all the time for people to buy. Nobody can use that much makeup. Nobody. And then there's like the environmental stuff. It's crazy. ColourPop needs to take a seat or several seats. Don't come at me. I can't help how I feel. I'm over ColourPop. And the last question is, what are your personal goals for next year? I would really like to maybe keep seeing my channel grow. I really like playing YouTuber. I like that I get to meet new people and I've got new friends, and if my channel is growing, it means I'm doing something right, and who doesn't want that, you know? So yeah, for my channel, I would like it to keep growing and to be more successful. I think that would be really, really cool. Super personally, I just want to keep going the way I'm going. I feel like my life is pretty good. Obviously, there's bits that I wish were better, and that's not for this. But I have a pretty good life, and I'm a very happy person 97% of the time. So I wanna keep on that road. I think that would be really good. Anyway, let me know if you do this tag, if you have a channel, or if you just want to answer the questions in the comment section. I think that'd be great. I really love chatting with you down there, and it's so cool, the friends that I've made. All right, so that's it. Done and dusted. All the questions from Annette's Eyeshadow Palette Tag 2022 edition. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you being here today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.